Enjoy that? Thank you. Thank you so much for coming this evening. We're going to be performing you our final selection. And we want to thank you all for coming and hope you've enjoyed the concert this evening. The next classical is going to feature the Mr. Rossini himself. Now, he was a very talented young man. His first cantata, he was at age 15 when he performed his first cantata. And at age 17, he actually wrote his first opera. Now, tonight we're going to be doing this overture to Cinderella. That's La Cenerentola. And it was premiered in 1817. And it was composed really in the space of 24 days. He wrote that particular number. But what I'd like to mention of that, this transcription of this overture for woodwinds was really made with an effort to maintain as much as possible the color and spirit of the orchestral version itself. And hence the woodwinds, they retain the solos which Rossini gave them. And if you listen to also the horn, it carries the prominent lines from both the trumpet and the horn parts in the original. So this transparency and the lightness of this particular overture really is characteristic of Rossini, and it really lent themselves quite well to the diverse timbres of the woodwind quintet. Now, even just to explain the difference between Mr. Mozart and Mr. Rossini, they write pretty much similar into, in particular, quite a moving passage always in all the concertos that was written for many different instrumentals. But what makes Mr. Rossini quite uniquely different is the fact that once he really introduces an introduction, and when you hear that little introduction, it means that one of the woodwinds instrument will be having a nice little solo theme. And that's what distinguishes him quite different from Mozart. So if you pay attention and listen to that, see if you can pick up the introduction right prior before the clarinet has his solo and right prior before the oboe has her solo. So hope you enjoy the overture by Mr. Rossini, La Cenerentola.